Welcome to Beyond Profile for our weekend recap of the markets from Friday's trading action. Let's take a look at the NASDAQ for starters here. We had a very narrow range of balance going into the opening on Friday morning. We were trading above a prior day's point of control and inside the IB for the prior day. Markets open here, and we immediately get a sell signal on the open with supply coming in at 23.39 and a quarter. If you notice also where that is residing it's residing at the prior day's point of control inside a value from the prior day. The market doesn't trade more than 15 to, well, about 25 minutes or so, and we begin to trade underneath the point of control. And obviously that was the end of story. We got to an imbalanced state very quickly in the early session of that morning trading session. You can see for the most part for the whole day it was just a trend day down, obviously outside of the value area, because remember, value is inside of the shaded area, so we weren't anywhere near it. We caught up to value, or I should say value tried to catch up with price action around 11:25 in the morning, and then we paused there in another stage 3, had continuation down again until we dropped and then got a little bounce at noon. But when you look at what happened at noon, we didn't go anywhere. We got back inside of value, or at least we stabilized late in the day. Point of control dropped down for the day, but look at where all the volume was building for the whole day down here. Okay, we had a high volume node, or the area down at 22.68 and 3/4 for the day. Did we close outside of the IB? We absolutely did. So typical textbook, if you will, trend day down scenario. All right, here's a chart of the ES E-mini. Same scenario, last Friday's trading action. And again, a little bit different story because the NASDAQ had been getting hit a little bit pre-market on the Amazon news. If you remember, Amazon had earnings out Thursday evening and was down 6 to 7%. So we had relative weakness in the NASDAQ when we were coming into the open. But same scenario applied here for the S&P. We were trading at the open here above the point of control from the prior day, but inside of the very narrow value area. And we were waiting on some 10 o'clock news. We got the 10 o'clock news. We started to sell off. And then, boom, we're below the point of control for the day. We're outside of value again. 5-minute B formation, continuation down. Here's our 1-hour low at 12.88 and a quarter. They tried to hold it responsively. They stepped in at that area, but they couldn't hold it. Here's the kiss off of the COP, and then down we went again for continuation down. Notice how the value got a short-term acceptance here at 12.8350. Point of control also shifted down. That tells us all the volume's going off down in this area, and we get continuation down. And you can see what happened. Obviously, just like the NASDAQ market, we stabilized somewhat around that 12 o'clock time frame. We actually had demand that stepped in here right around the 12:35 area, and you can see we got a little bounce, but we were contained pretty much the whole day, by this high volume node. Off to the right here, you can see, look at the structure of this profile for the day. Okay, where did the volume all go off? Okay, it's saying short-term acceptance was between this area and here. Then, of course, before the 4:15 bell close, we made a new low on the day. And not surprising, because we had supply showed up here. We had supply showed up here. We couldn't get a close even on a 5-minute basis. There was one maybe there. But it was being contained here by too much supply coming into the marketplace and causing us to, obviously close at the lows of the day. Let's take a look at the Euro market also here at the open there. It was pretty much in balance. Again, you had a very narrow range going into the opening here of the equities market, but from right around 8:30 in the morning, 8:20 when the outcry session opened on the Euro, very narrow balance area inside of yesterday's point of control, actually below it, and but being contained inside of the value area. It wasn't until right here at 37.05 at 10:05 in the morning gave a sell signal. Right there, we had supply coming in there. Actually, supply showed up even down at the lows here. We were below the point of control, but supply came in here again, triggering a sell signal here. And down we went through the IB low, and then continuation down in the Euro. We didn't catch any bid in that until we were down, almost down to 35.76. So it dropped a long ways, and it wasn't until we got the value area shift around 2:15 in the afternoon for that market. Let's recap the three markets then on the daily chart. The S&P wide range candle through a bunch of days here, almost against the value area low for the month, which is around that 68 area. 69. We've got a small balance area left over here from the beginning of the year, and then a high volume node at 53 and a quarter, 53 half for the S&P. Below that, we've got some air, and the next major volume node comes back in down here at the 21s. Here's the daily NASDAQ. Again, wide range candle down, 2x top, if you will, outside of the value area for the month of January. Came through the monthly value area low here just slightly. We paused and got a little bounce. It's going to be interesting to see where they go with this, because this still could, if we get some of the geopolitical issues resolved in Egypt, this in fact could go into a larger balance area over time here, which, this would be the bottom end of it, if you will. This would be your balance area for that. If not, then we break through. We've got a technical gap to go fill down here at 22, 24 area. And last but not least, the Euro market, the 6E. You can see, again, on Friday, we were pushing up into some high volume over here, and we've been pausing. And again, after we broke through that balance area back at the 34 quarter, 34 half area, it's been continuation through that. And it's not a surprise that, we're pausing here. We need some sort of a higher low. We really haven't had a higher low pivot here. We've got some work to do in this divot, if you will, right here. So anything back into the shelf at 3,500. Be sure to visit our new website, www.beyondprofile.com, for all the latest of information, courses, and anything new that might be happening. Join us on Facebook and Twitter. Have a great day.